look at that. These are absolutely delicious. That is perfect.
The Wild Grill is brought to you by Napoleon Grills, North Fork Bison,
Welcome to the Wild Grill. Today we'll be switching up our grills a little bit and cooking on Napoleon's professional charcoal 22-inch kettle grill. Super excited to be using this today. You know, when I think back to fishing, I have so many memories. Whether it was at the end of my grandma's dock, casting it with my brother, or out in the lake with family and friends. It's always been a treasured pastime for our family. And still, whenever we get the chance, we do that with our girls. So, in honor of all those memories, today we'll be planking Rainbow Trout. I can't wait for you to try this. For dessert today, we'll be keeping in line with the planks and cooking plums and peaches with a beautiful drizzle. It's absolutely delicious. But first, let's jump into some bruschetta bread. Let's get started. Cooking with charcoal is not as daunting as most would think. The number one thing to know is that it all starts with the right preparation. The starting method I like to use is with a starting chimney. You fill your chimney with charcoal, either bricks or lump coal. Then, at the space beneath, I use rolled up newspapers to fill this area. Set it on your grill and light the paper. Here is where a little patience is key. Once you see some coals glowing, resist the urge to empty. Leave it so that the chimney can do its thing and draw oxygen from the bottom and force it up. This lets all the coals ignite, and you will be better set for a hotter and more controlled heat once you're ready for grilling. Who doesn't love bruschetta? It's fresh, it's delicious, and it'll be a great accompaniment today to our fish. So all we need for today is Roman tomatoes, we have some garlic, Parmesan, some onions, olive oil, salt and pepper, and you're ready to go. To start off, let's get our bread on the barbecue and get it toasting. Now what I've done is I've just sliced up a baguette. Now if you want to be a little bit of a fancy pants like me, you can go ahead and slice up your baguette on a bit of a angle. Just gives it an extra little touch of presentation, if you will. All right, now these won't take long on here, so don't go away, don't go answer the phone once these are on. You want to be sure to watch them, because your grill should be nice and hot by this point. So now let's move over to getting our onions in the bowl and dicing our tomatoes. Okay, so all I have here are diced up red onions. Okay, and let's get our tomatoes going. So just cut these up, have a look at the size of the bread you're working with, and then dice up your tomatoes accordingly. So before I jump into this one, let's make sure we check our bread. Okay, we don't want any surprises of a burn. Oh yeah, time to flip those bad boys, that's for sure. Oh, they are looking very nice. These look great, let's go ahead and get them off. Something you want to keep in mind when you're dealing with charcoal is that there's different temperature zones. So make sure you keep your eye on things, especially when you're toasting something, because it can get away from you very, very fast. Gonna dice these up quick. So let's get our tomatoes into our bowl with our onions. The color in that bowl already, super happy with. So now let's get our salt and pepper in here. All right, lovely. Now with garlic, you don't need too much of this, so I'm just going to use the end of my knife and get that in there. But again, as always, with garlic, if you like a little more, put a little more in it. Now let's drizzle with our olive oil. Nice little coating on there. Oh, that is looking great. Now let's give this a stir. You want to fully incorporate it as much as you can so that your bites of bruschetta are consistent. Now I'll go ahead and add my Parmesan. Now again, you don't need too much of this. Parmesan really just adds that extra kick that we need here. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our bread. We'll start spooning this up. Oh, this is gonna be absolutely delicious. Now, if anybody's done this before, they know that it can get a little messy, but it all ends up in the same place, so. And finally, we have our last guy here who's been waiting so patiently. And now all we want to do is go ahead and coat this with some balsamic glaze. Now this glaze will just give it that extra little bit of tartness at the end to seal the deal for our taste buds. Oh, that is looking fantastic. Favorite part, I gotta try this. This won't be pretty, but it's gonna be delicious. Not sure if you can hear that crunch. Everything together, it just tastes so like a melody in my mouth. I love it. This is turning out great. Can't wait for you to try this either. You'll love it.
This portion of the Wild Grill is brought to you by CuGina Flavors.
Now we have our Rainbow Trout, friends, and look at this. Does it not look so beautiful? The coloring is absolutely rich, and I just love that coloring that we have on the side here. So our fish should only take about 15 to 20 minutes depending on the temperature of your grill. First thing we need to do is get our sweet potatoes roasting. We want to get them onto the grill as soon as we can. We're literally just going to put them on. Don't even cut them yet, just get them on that grill. So go ahead and grab our cedar planks now. So what you want to remember, friends, is you want to soak your planks, because we all know wood burns. So minimum 30 minutes soak. If you can do an hour, that'd be great as well. Now let's grab our citrus and start slicing that up. These don't have to be super thinly sliced, okay? But you want to try to make sure that your slices are the same throughout all the different fruit that you're cutting up. So lemons are actually an evergreen, and one lemon plant alone can produce 600 pounds of lemons. Go ahead and cut up our lime. Now limes are fantastic. Now limes are a wonderful citrus. Not only are they great in drinks and food prep, but also they are an essential oil as well. Let's get our orange going. Now oranges are actually one of the most popular fruits, citrus fruits in the world, and they come in over 600 varieties. A little rustic of a cut, but it's perfect for a country girl like me. Now let's go ahead and get our citrus laid out on our boards. Now it doesn't have to be perfect. There's no rhyme or reason. You just mix it up however you'd like. This is going to be really, really wonderful. Now let's have a closer look at our trout. It is just absolutely beautiful. So now all we're going to do is judge the size or the width of our fish based on the planks that we're going to be working with. Okay. The color of this fish is absolutely beautiful. So eyeing it up, looks like right about there. It's going to be a perfect size for our plank. Okay, so that looks about good there. Let's get one more off this guy. Yes, happy with that. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful fish. And it's interesting, they actually, when they fillet their fish, they don't go right close to the tail, because the tail, as you know, is the muscle that moves the most in the fish. And so it's often a little bit more tough than the other areas of the fish. So that's why usually they cut the tail off. Interesting. So let's get these on for our planks. Look at that. Picture perfect, that is. We'll bring these closer to add on the last little bits. Now we're going to put on just a little dusting of our barbecue smoke rub. Okay, you don't need a lot of this, but it'll just give it that extra little zap of flavor, if you will. Next, we'll grab our onions. I have a few thinly sliced red onions that we'll go ahead and add on to our trout. Let's kind of like it's a painting. We're making a beautiful portrait of an absolutely delicious fish. Okay. Now you want to go ahead and grab yourself some dill. Just go ahead and break off some of the sprigs and add those on. Oh, it smells delicious. I love dill. Now we'll grab our maple syrup. We're just gonna do a little drizzle. You don't need a lot of maple syrup. Sometimes it can overpower, especially fish. So we just want a little bit of a drizzle. And now all I wanna do is I'm going to half some tomatoes here, and then we'll just add those in and we'll get it right on the grill. Okay, and now all I wanna do is take a little bit of my lemon and we're just gonna make a nice little twist for the top. Feast for a king right there. I'm just gonna slide over my potatoes that have been on the grill for quite some time there, doing their work, and we'll get these cooked up. I can't wait to try it.
This Wild Sips is brought to you by Whitewater Brewing Company.
Welcome to Wild Sips. Today I have an absolutely fantastic person I can't wait to introduce you to, my good friend Erin. Erin, today I am making rainbow trout, and I'm actually going to be putting that on a cedar plank.
Okay.
So what do you think of your expertise? What would pair well with my rainbow trout?
Okay, so I went out on a bit of a departure. What do you think of when you spend a day fishing with your friends?
I'm gonna say a nice cold brewski.
Yeah, that's what I think is a great one. So guess what? I got this one. Yay! And look how much it works with the symbolism of the fish. Whitewater Brewing Company. So I just thought, you know, the Whitewater Brewing, we have a great beer, we have a great day fishing, and let's try it because I think it's gonna work out really well. This particular one, it's called Farmer's Daughter.
There we go.
And so take a sip of that and tell me what you think. We've got, what I really like about this is that this is a company obviously named after Whitewater, but you've got the fresh air, you've got that nature component, you've got this craft brewery that really focuses on those fresh integral ingredients, the purity of ingredients. This has also that, it does have that sort of grapefruity, limey, orange peel kind of note to it. Hang on.
No, but that's nice. I see what you mean. The citrus notes are really coming to the forefront as I said that.
So I like that a lot. And so what I really think will work here is we've got that citrus that's gonna echo the citrus in the fish. Of course, it's got that cleansingness that's gonna work to like just sort of help out the richness and the fattiness of the fish. And there's also those sort of lower notes from the sort of what I call base notes from that sort of hoppy element, which is gonna work again with that smoky element of the cedar. So
I like that.
this is actually, this is excellent.
It's very good.
This portion of the Wild Grill is brought to you by Napoleon Grills.
Napoleon's Agile Charcoal Kettle Grill is a 22-inch kettle that is perfect for any grilling beginner, enthusiast, or master. Featuring cast iron grids that can be set at 3 levels to provide endless options for your grilling needs. With all charcoal grilling, heat control and airflow management is essential. The smokestack chimney protects your barbecue from gusts and rain while remaining precise. The Vortex heat management system improves convection within the grill for better searing and smoking, as well as improved fuel efficiency. Welcome back, friends. This is smelling so delicious. I can smell the cedar and the citrus and even the sweet potatoes. It is going to be so delicious. I'm so excited. I want to have another peek at this. I did just check it a little bit ago, and I had about 5 more degrees for it to go, but one more check here. Look at this. Oh, it is coming along so nicely. I'm very happy with the way that is looking. All right, so I'm just gonna close that up. Now, we're going to get into a little mango jam. This is going to be a lovely accompaniment to our trout. Now I have to show you something before we get into this deliciousness. Look at this little super cute dessert cast iron skillet from Napoleon. I'm crazy about this thing. It is the cutest little thing I've seen in so long. So all I'm gonna do is put my jam inside this. Oh, and the flavors and smells of this jam is absolutely delicious. Pretty much everything Everything I've tried from CuGina's has been just fantastic. I've been so pleased with all the flavor combinations that they've been making. So let's get this on the grill. Just check the fish, it is looking perfect. Now what I want to do is, oh, look at that. It's like I just opened a present on Christmas morning. This looks so good. I want to go ahead and get these sweet potatoes off. Oh, that is my kind of present. And I just want to slice these open. Oh, the smells, friends. Oh, I love sweet potatoes. Let's get those open. Look at that beautiful, rich color. I do feel like a bit of a painter today with all the beautiful colors that we have before us. Colors from nature. God certainly knew what he was doing. So now all I'm gonna do is take some salt and pepper, put that down, and then I have a beautiful maple glaze. And the maple has a little bit of Dijon in it, just to give that added kick. Oh. A little bit of pepper. Now just a nice drizzle for these. At this point, your mouth is just going to be salivating because of all the smells, the aromas around you. All right, now I want to go ahead and get our fish off. Oh, the citrus coming off of this fish. And one thing we can't forget, CuGina's mango jam. We'll just get a nice little lather of that on there. So I can't not try this, friends. I have to. Oh, let's just take a little bit from right over here. Now that our jam is on there. I can't even talk. That is delicious. Absolutely melted in my mouth there. I taste the lemon. I taste the orange as well. The mango is a lovely addition to that. This is absolutely delicious, friends. You will not be disappointed. I know you're gonna love it. Rainbow trout are a popular fish belonging to the salmonid family. These fish are known for their striking appearance, with a silvery blue body, black spots, and a distinctive red-pink stripe along their sides. Adult rainbow trout in streams generally weigh between 1 and 5 pounds, while those living in lakes can grow up to 20 pounds. Spawning typically occurs in the spring when water temperatures reach at least 6 to 7 degrees Celsius. The oldest recorded rainbow trout lived to be 11 years old. Rainbow trout are highly sought after for sport and recreation fishing, largely due to their culinary appeal. Nutritionally, they are rich in calcium, potassium, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids. Additionally, rainbow trout contain significantly lower levels of contaminants like mercury compared to other fish, making them one of the healthiest seafood choices.
The Wild Grill is brought to you by Napoleon Grills, North Fork Bison,
So sticking with our Cedar Plank theme, for dessert, we have a beautiful selection of plums and peaches, which we will be putting on the grill. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those on. If you find one of your fruits rolling around a little too much, all you wanna do is cut off a little section on the bottom. That'll give you a little flat surface there to hold it more secure. That is perfect. And we'll just place those just like we did our beautiful trout earlier. So we'll give those about 15 or 20 minutes. And now let's get on our topping. So to top these guys, we are going to be putting a little dollop of mascarpone cheese. As well, I'm gonna chop up some pistachios to sprinkle on top of that cheese. And then to finish it all off again, we'll be using some of CuGina's mango jam. We have some left over and it can never go to waste. So let's get started chopping up our pistachios. Friends, it is looking delicious, smelling delicious. Let's go ahead and get that off of there. Oh, look at our sauce is even bubbling up nicely. I can smell it all and it's fantastic. Oh, all the juices from the fruit are joining in the center. So all we're gonna do now is take our mascarpone, put about a tablespoon on a few of them, and then we'll add our nuts. Oh, wait till you try this. Your friends are going to be asking for the recipe. I just absolutely know it. Next, let's sprinkle on some pistachios. Now, if you love pistachios, go ahead and be more generous, but that'll give us the desired crunch that we want with this dessert. Time for our CuGina drizzle. Oh, just gonna put a thin little drizzle on the top as best we can. Put them a little bit closer. Now let's give it a little taste just to make sure it's a flavor combo that I'm looking for. All right, let's try the plum. The sweetness. I can taste a little bit of the cedar with that really nice flavor pairing. And then the mascarpone gives me that bite that I'm looking for. Absolutely fantastic. Again, this is going to be a fan favorite. As you can see, friends, cedar planks are a wonderful addition to your meal. They elevate your grilling game. They add dimension into your meal that didn't exist without them, and they look so good being served on a table. For more information about today's recipes, check out our website. Thanks so much for tuning in to The Wild Grill, full of flavor.